going to start with some bright, shiny news, literally. In August, the city launched its Savannah Shines initiative, a program that partners with our neighborhoods, investing in their future, moving Savannah forward. The city's first partner neighborhood, Edgemere-Sackville, a neighborhood of some 1,200 residents, nestled south of East 52nd Street, between Waters Avenue and the Truman Parkway. Our Michelle Gavin has more.
1, 2, 3. Mayor Eddie DELOACH, Alderman John Hall, City Manager Rob Hernandez, and other members of the city's Savannah Shines team, along with Edgemere-Sackville residents, broke ground on a new playground. It's just one of the many great things that will be happening in this neighborhood over the next 18 to 24 months.
It's been a long time, but a change is about to come.
The city held a kickoff event on August 11 for the new Savannah Shines initiative. Dozens of people from the neighborhood turned out, including Neighborhood Association President Cynthia Hobson.
I feel like Edgemere and Sackville have won the lottery.
Savannah Shines is a multifaceted, coordinated approach to neighborhood revitalization and will address 4 areas: private property, public safety, and community engagement. The goal? Help clean up this neighborhood, but do so by educating the residents and property owners about city programs and financial assistance that is available so they can sustain the improvements.
If a neighborhood looks bad, Savannah looks bad, the government looks bad, so let's make sure that we take care of all the neighborhoods.
Choosing Edgemere-Sackville as the first Savannah Shines neighborhood didn't happen by chance. The city used its Sunshine Index, which uses specific criteria to rate Savannah's neighborhood. That criteria included an established neighborhood association, the number of housing code violations, property code violations, delinquent property taxes, and crime data.
Now that the city has kicked off the program and identified the neighborhood, it's time to get to work. Staff members have already been working with residents in Edgemere-Sackville to identify what work needs to be done.
The blight, obviously, is the #1 thing. The crime.
Police and code enforcement officers are becoming familiar faces in the neighborhood. Teams will work to improve lighting and rid the neighborhood of litter, trash, boarded up homes, and illegal parking. Other teams will work to improve the conditions of many of the homes.
The first thing that hit me as I drove through the neighborhoods and walked through it as we began this process was that this neighborhood could use a good haircut. The tree canopy on private property largely is so out of control.
Martin Freddy is the city's housing director and the team leader for Savannah Shines.
It's dropping needles, limbs on roofs, which isn't good for the roofs. It's so dense that it doesn't allow light or ventilation through, so you start getting mildew and mold on the exteriors of properties.
The plan? Partner with landlords, property owners, and private companies to make things like tree pruning affordable. Also on the short list,
Sidewalks, just infrastructure that we've needed in this community for a long time.
Right now there are no sidewalks on East 53rd Street between Live Oak and Waters Avenue, a block that sees a lot of foot traffic. And curb cuts that were put in years ago need to be made into driveways.
They just drive and park in the front yard, and they're sometimes parking multiple vehicles in the front yard.
That means the grass can't grow, and that leads to erosion. The city hopes the property owners will clean up their act voluntarily. If not, the city will get tough. And that's an approach many residents applaud.
Everything that's coming is a positive, and it'll improve their lives and everyone else's.
Shining a light on the great things that can happen when the city and community work together.
This is a great day for Savannah.
Reporting for SGTV, I'm Michelle Gavin.
And thank you, Michelle. Once the city wraps up work in Edgemere-Sackville, in the next year and a half or so, a new Savannah Shines neighborhood will be announced.